welcome everybody to the Road America circuit in sunny Wisconsin. Today we'll be running the Featherlite Sportsman Series Race 5, the Johnsonville 15. It will be 4 laps around this 4-mile course. And not only will it be that, it will be the first ever road course race for the Featherlite Sportsman Series. Drivers have to quickly adapt to both left and right turns, as Dog, the pole winner, leads them on down to the green flag. And we're underway at Road America. Already they're fanning out 4 wide on this particularly narrow front stretch. They'll have to give as Dog gets an early lead. However, they're beating and banging further back in the pack. They're going to be even 3 wide down into turn 2 for 3 rows. Oh, and the 20 will slide off, however, he'll keep going. That's going to be a large loss of position. They're still 3 wide further back in the pack. However, they're going to be a little more orderly, well, relatively, up near the front, as they're only 2 wide. However, the 17 will be attempting to make a move. Oh, and he gets spun! The 17 is spun right in front of the field. It's going to stop everybody up. And the 18 will even lift his rear wheels. This is going to cause a lot of damage for many cars. However, mostly it'll be cosmetic. They'll be able to continue on. However, further back up in the pack, we'll have a little battle here between the 9 of That Racing Kid and the 9 of TS Media and the 8 of That Racing Kid. Now, this is going to be an exciting battle as they come through the carousel here at Road America. And even then, the 64 will sneak by on the inside. However, further up the field, it's mostly orderly as they spread out a little bit, with plenty of gap between them. This is going to lead them to having a safe race, but not as exciting of a race. Even now, we're going to have multiple challenges up in us, as this is a good braking zone to make a good overtake in Canada Corner. They're going to come through one of the twistiest portions of the track. And coming towards the end of the lap, they have a nice braking zone to make a nice move. As you can see, Crispy Fried Racer makes. Although New Shade 30 will slide off the track. This is not going to be a good day for him. Further up, we have a few cars pitting, mainly to repair some damage suffered on the first lap. However, that is not all of the cars, obviously. Through turn 1 for the second time, it'll still be Dog out in front, with an almost 1.5 second gap. He's looking fairly untouchable for this race. However, behind Dog, you have the 38, you'll have the 21, the 78, and the 1 to round out your top 5. Right now, it looks like MC Can't Rap could possibly make a move on Pantelica if he gets a good run. However, that is a little unlikely unless the run he gets is absolutely extraordinary. So they're going to gap out a little bit so far up towards the front, and there's not going to be too many battles. However, there is going to be this one between the 60 of Do the Do and they go out a shot, and the 64 of Hughes Moves. And through the carousel, already the 60 of Do the Do will have the advantage, and he will get the run out of the carousel. A couple cars back, you have a battle between the 19, well, it's not much of a battle between the 19 and the 20 anymore. Most of your field will be spread out single file, as you can see through this. There's a good look at both the damaged cars. Here's Emily Everland just running around damaged on her own. There's a few more damaged cars. As we rejoin some slightly less damaged cars. There's Carnation, there is... Oh. And finally we get back to our leader, Dog, who has opened up, well, it's not as much opening up as much as a gap getting close. That gap went from 1.4 seconds to now 1.7 or 2.76 seconds. Towards the later stages of the race, Camo could make a run at Dog. However, Dog could always pull some more extraordinary laps out. Oh, and gets closed up to less than a car length of that turn. They're going to go under the Corvette bridge here, and they're going to get close. However, Camo cannot make a run just yet. It would probably be safest to wait until the last lap to make a lunge, as you don't want to ruin your race on the second to last lap. However, the rest of the top 5 will remain single file, but these drivers know that it's lap 3, and they are getting hungry. However, Dog will reopen that gap up to about 3 car lengths, which means that he will have a little bit of insurance as they come to the kink. However, just this lead that they've opened up over the rest of the field, however, does remind me of Formula 1 a little bit. And considering it's a road course, it's not that extraordinary. They're gonna come through nice and tidy. Dog has reopened the gap up over Camo. However, if he makes a mistake on the final lap, he will be in trouble. So they come over the crest one more time, and they will see the white flag. One more lap to go. Dog can taste victory from here. However, Camo can taste a lunge as he thinks about it coming into one. However, he'll think better than to do that. They're gonna run down straight away into turn 2. Camo, he'll be there, but he will not be able to make a move just yet. They're gonna come into 3. And Camo, right now, he's thinking, do I make a move or do I not? He's going to be real close, so if he wants to make a move, this is going to be one of his best options, and he will. Camo will dive to the inside. He'll be right there. They'll be side by side coming out of the corner. Dog will not have the best line coming into the next turn, but he will have this run. However, Camo will try and move under him. He'll stay there. They'll be coming into the carousel this time by. They'll be coming into the carousel soon. Dog will make a lead, and he will have a car length gap. However, this race is still not over yet. They still have about 1.5 miles left. As they now come into the carousel, Dog will run. They'll both run the exact same line. Camo will be probably beating himself up later, as Dog is now extended to it's about a car length and a half as they come into the kink. We'll come into a few twisty bits, only a couple more overtaking opportunities available. Camo is going to be focused absolutely on trying to get the best run he possibly can. He smells a victory. However, Dog is wagging his tail at this thought of taking this win. Camo will not have enough to make a lunge just yet, as Dog will open this up to about 2 car lengths as they come around the final turn for the final time. Dog will come up the hill one final time, and he will take a Featherlite Sportsman Series win over Camo here at Road America. And now here we can take a look at your top 5, or your top 10 actually. Dog, followed by Camo, followed by Pantalica, followed by The Real Gaming Freak, followed then by Pox Cozart, then MC Can't Rap, then Crispy Fried Racer, then J-Rack, and following J-Rack would be Ethan Matheson, and finally TS Media. Congratulations, Dog, that was a well-earned victory. So our first incident came on the first turn. Well, somebody gets turned, and then everybody just kind of just piles in. Nothing much you could do about it if you were towards the back. As we see here, we have a few people going off course. However, none of that actually is death. However, we go through the first lap a little bit more. Very wide around this track tends not to work. Somebody will always have to give or, well, wreck. And in this case, somebody wrecked. And everybody just piles in. However, other than that, there were not many incidents. A few cars went off track, as I chronicled, but not much more than that.